many ways that I can mess this up.
I approach these women and I say, hey, I know you got some stuff in you. You want to come out and do it?
Hello, welcome to How to Have an Affair, a Plan in 10 Steps, and thank you for buying our program. This is your orientation. Our plan is guaranteed to work in 15 years or less. 10 steps. Step 1, get married. Step 2, decide it will never, ever happen to you. Step 3, stay married. Spend every single day living in the same house and sharing the same bed with the same person. Notice flaws that had never been apparent before. Find formally endearing mannerisms maddening. Try to change each other, fight over money, argue about each other's families, feel unheard and misunderstood. Forget the starry-eyed engagement days. Have a child. Don't sleep for 2 years. Disagree over child-raising philosophies. Feel underappreciated. Forget the blissful honeymoon days. Communicate without listening. Become disenchanted with one another. Forget what a date is like. Wonder what happened to your sex life. Drift apart. Say terrible things to each other. Become bitter. Complain about one another. Stop communicating altogether. Look helpless for your own identity. Wonder why you ever committed to this person at all. Step 4. Step 4.
Open it permanent?
Dream of a different life. Step 5. Identify an individual as diametrically different from your spouse as possible. Step 6. Steadily and surreptitiously run into this new person as often as you can. Have tentative and winsome conversations. Become confidants. Unintentionally share the pain and struggle of your marriage. Touch, accidentally, every chance you get. Step 7. Ignore the friends who tell you affairs are risky and unwise. Make new friends. Preferably former users of How to Have an Affair, a Plan in 10 Steps, who encourage you that you should just be happy. Step 8. Spend a long time pretending it isn't going to happen and then have what seems the best sex of your life. Step 9, decide that this is the one you've been looking for all your life. Decide this one will make you happy. And step 10, finally, repeat steps 4 through 9 as necessary. A note from the manufacturer: the creators of How to Have an Affair, a Plan in 10 Steps, guarantee only the occurrence of a minimum of one affair and claim no responsibility for the emotional or intellectual ramifications therein. Further, a personal application of How to Have an Affair, a Plan in 10 Steps assumes the buyer understands and accepts the following risks of having an affair. 1, only the crazy ones say yes to you. 2, you can never take it back. 3, you may lose more than you fear or imagine. And 4, you will likely be making the worst mistake of your life. Thank you for purchasing How to Have an Affair, Plan in 10 Steps, and best wishes for satisfaction and success. This is called backing up. And this is the Dixie Chicks first and then me. You think I should forgive, sounds good. Forget, I'm sure I could. They say time heals everything. But I'm still waiting. When I was 3 or 4, my parents took me to a house that had a pool. I was too young to swim, but old enough to understand danger and staying away from the edge. The pool was above ground, surrounded by a dark wood deck that looked like chocolate, the outside of a much coveted candy bar. A gaggle of pool frolicking teenagers grabbed my attention, and I begged to be allowed up on the deck with them to scrutinize their swimming, to be in the company of their adolescent selves. They commanded my attention, but echoed my parents' words, "Don't get too close to the water, okay?" I was more than happy to abide. The depths, though a sparkling blue, looked foreboding to me, as if unknown predators lurked along the spherical sides. I remember backing away from that water, backing up until my spine was against the russet-colored perimeter. The moment before it happened, I felt safe, as far from danger as possible, having followed the directions of the adults I depended on. The solid wood beneath my feet against my back was reassuring, stable, trustworthy. Somehow, in my preschool persistence, I discovered a hazard everyone else had overlooked. As I continued to shift backwards, propelled by both obedience and self-preservation, my small, agile form found a space between the wooden railings. Suddenly, I was falling backwards through the bright, clean air. I was flat on my back in the green grass before I knew what happened, before I realized that my determination to be safe had blinded me to another danger. The danger of being 5 feet off the ground and not knowing where the floor ended, of not knowing where emptiness began. My parents, the teens in the pool, other random adults, they all rushed toward me, concerned and perplexed, I'm sure, by how I managed to fall off the edge of a railing enclosed deck. I cried, wanting pity and comfort and getting both. My mother's voice drifted through the sunlit space above me. She was being so careful not to tumble into the pool, my mother said to an unknown stranger. She never even realized what she was backing into. She never knew how close she was to falling.
I have a fan, thank you very much. Supports the last, these local business sometimes, they fall off and we say, oh, I love that place. But, if you just came and got your coffee here or your cupcakes, or if you were having a party and you ordered a cake or, some pizza, come have brunch here, she's going to stay in business and we're going to keep being able to do stuff like this. There's going to keep being artists hanging on the wall and we'll all be happy. So,